Don't get ridiculous now.
No way, no nights like yard. You will experience a cultural spectacle like never before.
Enough Jamaica's sing thing, me miss. Me not tell you no lie. But when me remember me sweet Jamaica, what a time of me. Bright sunshine, bright blue sea, hilltop kiss in the sky, river sing song, moonshine night. Ay.
Wagwan! Once again, we're here on another episode of the Land of My Birth podcast. Super excited. So for this week, we have a super awesome guest. His name is Selecta Jammy. And one of the things I enjoy speaking with our elders is the level of knowledge and insight and experience you get to learn from speaking with our elders. And you also get this feeling of comparison with how life was back then and how life is now, and also the mistakes that was made back in the days, and if these mistakes are still being made today. So I want to encourage you guys to keep supporting the podcast, keep liking it, sharing it, and if you want to be a part of this program, don't be afraid to reach out. If you want to come and share some knowledge or some experience, or to just, spread some motivation, some kind words, and drop some gems, feel free to reach out to me. I'm at Junior Garrison on all major platforms. So let's get into the program. And as I said, I love the support. I always appreciate it. And believe you me, I go keep say how much me appreciate the love. So I could go into the program now. Big up on yourself. As I say, everybody have their own individual knowledge and information. And we just always imagine with all that vast amount of information, if there's like a platform or a source so we all can come together as a collective and conversate about life and the knowledge and, so like we own our experiences and how we get through certain different stages of our life and things.
Yeah.
So. But it's also about the music. It can be about politics. I guess it's based on the guest and their field of expertise.
Yeah, so basically, anything about yard, where
anything. Once I Jamaica, anything about
Yeah.
Jamaica. I tell you the history. Some plan for. It's like anybody is welcome. No matter which field you're in, you have something to share, something to talk about, something to contribute.
Yeah, man.
So that is the whole purpose of the whole rundown of what the program is about and stuff, So so we just did want to talk to you about, your journey, how you became, Selecta Jammy, where it started, and just to hear your story and stuff, because we know it's about you have some, we do have enough information and enough little lessons to as well,
Yeah, man. Well, I'm a youth. I came up in the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. And I actually got, when I say, I always loved music. Growing up in Jamaica, music was a thing. Even if you never get into music, the clashing in a school and the beat this thing, it was like a thing where everybody involved in it, and then those with that extra passion used to come up and start doing music professionally in some sense, whether playing an instrument, whether singing, and then you have man like me, who still love the music and contribute in a different way by playing music. But for me personally, I think one of my, what I say, big thing in the music were kind of really changed my whole perspective. There was I had some brethren, and what I said is about 1983, somewhere around there. That used to be a part of a group named Survivors. I'm a good Adrian. And we went down to when they do the studio sessions, we went down to Channel One studio, right?
Yeah, Channel One.
at that time, I never recognized the privilege because I was one of them man, them would just walk in, I only put man out in the yard and them things, but I had the opportunity to go right into the studio. And the engineer at that time was an engineer named Scientist.
Me know me hear that name, I've never met him though.
Yeah, Scientist. And when we went in, man, I could remember the virgin name, the music. Once I do the music, it was on a cassette tape. No, when you get your thing, you know, I know the reel where them use in the studio you live with, you know, is a cassette tape, the metal cassette tape. I remember that's what them bring in, and Scientists took that tape, them man. And when the man start work on it, I'm sitting because before my thing was you went in, you record, and the song release. And when I'm looking, man, I see where the man are put into it, and them are go on certain part, and I say, yeah, man, we'll go right here, so, you know, make it so a little bit longer, for. And I say, yo, from there, I was even more intrigued about music because I recognize the work we go behind music. Now, fast forward, I migrated to the US in 1985, you know, and it's like, you know, sometimes in your life, you have things that pan out for you where you don't really know at the time, but everything just fall into place. So it started out, no, you had, was a brethren of my mom, you know, Bob, his name, you know, Bob Whitten.
Big up Bob Whitten.
Yeah. You know, and Bob history come from way back from yard because from the 70s, Bob used to have a sound system in a Jamaica named Big Five.
See it there?
You know, and it was a big name system, you know, because they might travel go country and all them things, and you know, they might tell about the whole sound system vibes and the truck and all them kind of something there. Now, Bob used to have a set of yard named Big Five, you know, and here now we used to play at small house parties, and he was one of them person that at that time my mom felt safe with me hanging with because Bob was bigger man for me, could be my dad, you know. And then he started to have me play the music now. And I could remember it was turntable days, you know, 2 turntable. And, you know, I wasn't versed on it at all. New thing to me, you know. I play and I say, man, you play the music, so jumpy, you have to play the music. So then my mind start work, don't know, because the sweat and the pressure. And I started to develop my skills in playing music. And from that now, I started to play for a basement club.
Oh, okay. And where is that? Where's that in the States you started out?
This was in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. Cool, man.
Yes.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man. And this club, man, it was nice. But when I tell you, when you go inside, it's huge. It's like in a club, and my little ear, my DJ booth was set up. Me buying a glass and thing, and me I look out and see everything. Them kind of vibes there.
Cool, man.
And yeah. So from me, I'm going on good, man. And during that time, too, it was me and 3 other brethren were buying equipment, you know, piece by piece. You know, I talk about we are buy speaker, we are buy tweeter, we are buy everything, piece by piece. And we start to build a sound system, you know, and we build, and we have a nice, proper sound system now on our run. But it was just, at the time, it was still fun for us.
See it.
You know? Yeah, man, we just a player. And and one night now you have someone was supposed to play at this event and them never available. So as a sound system now, that's the first night we are going to say, all right, our first
opportunity present itself, man.
Exactly. And the man come to me and say, boy, and I said, John, no star, no. I'm say, all right, mash it up. And the man said, boy, I want to set name, man. That would really have a deal.
See, they just have the passion for it. We just didn't want the opportunity. That's all that matters, you know.
Yeah, and the man said, Upsetters on the name, man. And that's so.
What was the name?
Upsetters.
See it.
Upsetters. And from there, so, you know, love the music. You know, we was a class sound. But, you know, Wally Pam, we get hired like weekend, man, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, non-stop. We are work. I was in school at the time, also, you know, studying and playing music. And over the years, man, it's just that love for music. I mean, that sound system, I kind of kind of disintegrate in the early 90s. And one of the main reasons is there was a lot of violence that had started following music. You know what I say?
See it.
And what you find during that time was if you never really have your head up here, so it get easy to pulled into a lot of things.
Yes.
You understand? And I had a very close friend of mine, man, young youth, man, get put out,
See it. And
Sherwin.
it's sad to see, but I feel like a high percentage of us know someone that has been lost because of violence like that. It's like it come with where we come from, That's a
Exactly.
part of the resume. If you know people where you shouldn't have died because of certain foolishness and certain culture where we need to get rid of, certain part of the culture we need to fine tune and just move past that, which is
Right. We need to kind of get into. I remember the early days when it was a lot of unity because the New York party system back in them days. So if you're having something and I'm having something and John over there so I have something, even though it's street place, one of the things, man, it was such a unity because I would leave my place and would have come at your session and would have drink a beer and then we go over John's place and I show support. And it was everybody would have show support.
See it.
That way there. And I think one of the reasons is because I kind of came up out of that generation preceding myself. You understand? No, I know it's my generation because at that time I was young, man. I was talking about 19, 20 years old.
See it.
At that time. A lot of young youth and I guess I don't know if it's being exposed to certain things and New York at that time was a lot of things. You have the drugs.
Yeah.
You have a whole heap. New York was just a different place,
At the time. At that time.
And I could remember
especially in Brooklyn.
Yeah, man, and Jamaicans had this notorious we're notorious for certain things, man. It was like for some reason, I don't know if for the water when we drink when we done grew up and all this.
See it. For real, right.
Yeah, but with that, man, I kind of move on to different things and I also work in the healthcare field,
Nice.
But I've never left out music.
See that for real. That's how we even met through music. So
through music,
yes,
exactly.
yes.
I've never left out music, and I could remember the early days of internet.
See it.
Right, internet radio. No, and all right. There's a platform, and I'm gonna tell you something about reggae internet radio. And there's a platform that I believe plays a huge role. And if you talk to most reggae internet radio station, you'd have a platform named Pal Talk.
Pal Talk.
Pal Talk was like a chat, like a with a lot of different chat rooms. So what happened now, you would have a man meet up and play music. Someone would play for 5 minutes. And then another person that play for a few minutes. And then you also have a class system develop out of Pal Talk. Where you have certain where people come in and I remember they used to have even a Sundays because I was involved in even a couple of those clashes where you play 5 minutes of music, your opponent play 5.
Cool,
and they had a thing set up with people vote and thing like that. No, early days of internet radio, I remember one of the big thing was a platform called Live 365.
Live 365. Wow. They got new to me, man.
Live 365.
History, this is man.
A lot of used to have a lot of different radio stations on reggae. Live 365 was kind of a platform where after a while, I think once whoever is presenting get a certain amount of listeners, because you used to have to pay based on the amount of listeners where you have and so on. And then from that now, I believe the platform Shoutcast made it possible now for a lot of folks to have internet broadcast. And them time the internet radio never really that get no respect. I'll tell you that much. I
See
mean,
it.
yeah, and
Because that was
that's
the
that.
beginning of a certain era, right? So a lot of people
Exactly.
never probably
R-
see the importance of it. Like, no, everybody addicted to
ex-
online, being online.
ex-
So it
exactly. And you start to have the first internet radio I used to start. I played for was a radio called Jam FM.
Jam FM. Hmm.
Yeah, and I played that for a while, and then I played for a couple other internet radio stations. Just start building. Then I start playing for Zion Highness.
Zion, you know you know that.
Zion Highness,
Yes,
you
man.
link up
Yes,
with, yeah,
man.
man.
We just
Yeah,
I say
Zion
that
Highness,
cause
yeah.
so just so the audience know. So that's how I met Selecta Jammy from his program. Cause he was the one that, let me think. I think you were the one that gave me my first interview when we just really I try
Yeah.
do the music, you know. So you see how the cycle of life
The
still,
cycle
you know
come,
what I
yeah,
mean? Oh my God,
yeah,
man. Wow. You know, that's such
yes.
a wonderful cycle, you know. So
Yeah,
yes,
man.
and just tell us about your program and what is it about, and you know how it
Yeah,
contribute to the
so
culture.
Mellow Vibe Show. And what I do, I interview artists and I make it a point to make upcoming artists a major part of that. That's a large percentage of
Mhm.
who I interview. Um,
Mhm.
One of the things is now I don't do like the 15-minute interview with them, man. One of the reasons why I don't,
Mhm.
all right. If you're someone who somebody don't know about, right?
Mhm.
I mean, bring you on for my program and play 15 minutes and then you leave. 30 minutes later, you ask somebody who a brother the Jamie that talk to. A lot they're not going to remember.
Mhm.
You understand what I say? So now, me do something where sing, me have a conversation. Like how me and you reason now. You remember, we sit and
Yeah.
and I get personal with the artist. Because I
Mhm.
know for me, when you feel like you know the artist, say, boy, you know, say the artist they come from down Tivoli or from up on
See
Red
it.
Hills and the artist there and little, you know, like you feel, you know, it as a fan or as a listener, it more interested in the artist. So I bring out that side there, the artist, the journey.
Mhm.
Also for sure say, and one of the things why the journey, I do that because a lot of time when I say upcoming artists, a lot of time they've been doing music for years.
For years, yeah.
For
It's probably
years.
still like
So,
that for a high
you know,
percentage of us. We don't just do
yeah.
it for
So a lot of
yesterday, you know.
times when an artist boss, when you say that artist is not a new artist.
Mhm.
You understand? Them are put in the work.
Yes, man. Holy power.
Them are put in the work. So with my interviews, me try to bring that out and kind of get. So them would say blues and skirt star. So them man they do music. How come I never hear about a youth there? And
See
how
it.
come I
See
never know
it.
about this? And even and a lot of times other guys who more down to it and bring a lot of the history. You know,
Mhm.
um, and I interview upcoming. I mean, established artists. You know, especially veterans because that's where you learn the true history of the
Mhm.
music. You know what I mean? People like I remember Bonnie Wailer was passed and gone, John Holt, you know,
Cool, no, man.
man like Ken Booth,
See it.
Marcia Griffiths, um, all those artists they give you a lot of like insight of
Mhm.
the music. And then the established artists now they give you an insight of the music now. And even some
See
of the
it.
tips in achieving for upcoming artists, things where them can use. And
Mhm.
you know. So another thing is to the music, I lyrics.
See it.
I believe the lyrics in music is very important, right?
Mhm.
You see
In
me that
every genre it is, you know.
in every genre, man. You see me that playing a dance, brother. You see if me that play culture music, Every man a bridging, them not know each and them a high five and them something there. When you play love as a man, one hold them girl are easy. Right?
Cool, man.
You see, once you drop a bad man tune, the more change. Because every man
See
up on
it.
the wall like this. And that's when things kick off. And I realize that if in such a short time you can use something and affect the mental of somebody, it is important. Me a lot of artists say, boy, lyrics, but it does.
It does, but you know that are the kind of hypocrisy where heavy in a dance hall, you know, when a man believe what he must see every other else song, mood a song affect a human being except for them gun song. It doesn't.
It
It
doesn't
makes no
affect.
sense.
Exactly.
No, that's the
Now,
hypocrisy of it, you know.
then with saying that though, I understand with everything there's a balance. You understand? Because and if you look at it, if you never know, if there wasn't bad, you would know what good is.
Yeah.
You understand? And if there wasn't sadness, you would know what joy is. You understand? So, but what you find in a lot of times what happening now, there's a big the scale, there's a big
The scale
imbalance.
is way off.
You understand?
Because even the man them was supposed to be on the positive side of the scale. The man they jump cross over the negative side. So
Exactly.
everything now is being invested in negativity. So
In negativity. Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
there's a
and
huge unbalance.
and a deeper level, brethren, when you look at it, it's the demise of a people. Because something we can build way up, we really are used. And it's on a wide scale. And you know, a whole heap of people probably would disagree with me. But when you look at it when you look at other cultures and things like that and the music, that it's not on them levels there. As you understand what I say? So it's I play music where which everybody have a right to play them want to play. You know, I'm just I give my opinion how I feel. But I play music that a lot of times uplifting and happy music, you know, kind of just, you know, it plays with people happy and all them things
Exactly.
and whatever, you know, and
that's how our music lose sight of.
exactly. We lose sight of that.
For not only elevate people from out of the negativity and the depression and forget about what them are go through and focus ahead and to also be happy. We lose sight of that in our music. No, it just praise the things them were destroy we internally, you know.
Right, exactly.
As a people, as a people, as a genre, and as a culture, in every way, where we have focused all our music and now just a destroy, which you know lead to Afrobeat and all of these other topics and conversation where overthrow our kind of music. But it is what it is.
And we have to change our balance still, you know, between ourselves, you know, and not let others do it for us, because right now we cannot make others dictate to us. But I don't realize that we have the power, you know, and even a lot of times as DJs, them feel if them not play certain things, them not gonna get a hype.
Well, you know, one of the biggest. That is something me realize personally for myself. Where just explain, even the gun song when enough man a sing, is it's all because every man a try feed themselves and what feed them now, if them sing gun song, if them play the tune them are at, which is gun song. And it's hard not to do that, especially if you really want to do what you say you need to do, or be good in the music, or be recognized in the music. It's hard enough to succumb to the pressure where the mass want. Because if you are sing, say, be joyful and happy and rise up the thing, and none of the masses now listen to you as the fans or the listener. And I see when a man run up on the stage and say bullet in her head, the whole place everybody. So it's not only even that fault, they must succumb to the pressure of the audience as well, because our audience want to hear evil stuff. It's sad to say, but at the truth, we glorify the evil
and
stuff.
Then again, and that's why we say it's becoming the demise of our people, you know, and must show you things still, you know. All right. and with music, and when me feel, and a lot of times I could people say where the people am want to hear or whatever. You see, for average listener, them kind of put them trust in that figure, say a DJ know what's good and what's not and whatever, and a song could have sound like crap, and say a major DJ, like a Ron Muschette now would have said, boy, say the wickedest song me ever hear since whatever. You get what me I say? Then all of a sudden with everybody at the wickedest song. You understand? And when you consistently play something, then the people gravitate to what you play. When them hear one set of thing all it, and that's why I say the imbalance. Because all them I hear is one set of thing. That's how them have to gravitate to. That's what them have familiarity with. You know what I say? And them not hear anything else. When you look and when you look at social media, when you look and even some of the major airways, you know what I say? What's being pushed. And you say blouse and skirt. And you are someone with the talent turn up with everything. And it's and I can understand because we live in a society where we have to eat, we have to take care of family, we can but you only can change on a collective.
Yeah, we just, but it's to me. Let's. Me just feel like how everything is a setup for a big revolution.
Yes.
It has set the table, the dinner table, everything and food are cooked for a big revolution. For a big reflection on us as a people and the culture and where it's at and where we need to take it. And it just feel like the right people them are gonna rise up, the right conversation them are gonna have. This is one of the purpose of this podcast. So we have these conversations. And it's as I say, it are gonna happen, a revolution are gonna come, and we are gonna go back on the right path where we need to be.
Yes,
and
I
have to play a role in it too, So me there play my role a part of the revolution. You see?
You say a thing, and me say it a lot sometime, and even a lot of these younger youth, and it's confusion, and that thing where them are built up in them, and them are gonna come with a new revolution, because it's like we don't see it away they know but they are the one who's because the revolution going to take a certain mindset and a certain thing for real change. And me feel said they are the one, because right now if you look at a lot of things, it's the youth them stress.
You hear it, not the music. You understand? Get to the point, man.
When you look at and I'm kind of focused on Jamaica on a whole, and a lot of times me hear people who live here, and we say, boy, them need to go find work do, and them need to do this. But if everybody is selling out, there's no one to buy. When you look at the reality of Jamaica, we have to come down to it, right? We don't have an industry. Like we say, we have factory where people can go work every day and have this. A lot of people go universities, college, and them come out. And so basically we have a place, but we don't have the workforce, the work thing there.
We don't have the infrastructure.
The infrastructure. You understand what I say? And so basically, when you say, boy, a man for go find, there's no work for him find. And then another thing is to you find they talk about the tourist industry. But if you talk to people who work in the tourist industry, Bridget, it's a damn shame, Rasta. I'm telling you, at what those people are getting paid. Versus when you go your yard and you dig out of your pocket and I put it at them place there. You understand? And you know that money is not being spent in Jamaica. And the only way, I don't know why it takes still, but there have to be things set up where Jamaica benefit from Jamaica. Right?
Yeah.
It's all right, I'll show you now. US. You see, if you'd win the 1.3 billion, whatever, you think you gonna take that up and go yard?
See it.
No, really and truly. No.
Mm-hmm. That have to reinvest in the country. I do
You could
everything
not
for
do
that
it.
reinvest.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. And there's a reason why them do that. But we
Yes,
have a
man.
system we're set up where we don't have anything. So it's like we're being built consistently. And I feel it's the government fail the country in them sense there with a lot of things. I feel. And I'm not point at no particular government. You know, government. That means
But leadership in its entirety.
leadership. All right, leadership. It's leadership. You know, we're lacking good leadership. We're lacking innovative leadership for growth.
Yeah. And we also lack the resources and the infrastructure to create good leadership as well.
Good leadership.
So we suffer in so many sectors. It's just up to us to really come together. And figure it out together, you know. But what would I like for you to do right now, because because me such a new program, I want to keep everything kind of short, so you know what I mean. So what would I like for you? What would I love for you to be back on the program for we talk about a lot of other topics and subjects, even though we touch on a lot of really interesting topics. Where I love for we talk more in depth about those on different occasions, you know, as a repeated guest. If you'd be honored to be back on the land of
man, I would love that, man. And I have to say, man, I love this. I love this. And anytime, Bridget, just call on me anytime. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. And I see the hype on the social network. And you see the things where you do forget your things out there, and that innovative thing the way you do and the humor where you put in. Me see that, man, and I love it, Bridget. Cause you know what it show? It shows say the higher work. You know, just sit down and wait for things happen.
Wait for it happen, you know.
Yeah.
I know a funny story about it. You know, so from as a youth, me always have this thing say, nobody now go come save me, me have to go save myself. So whatever me have to do, me have to just go do it. So that is so this is me I try to save myself, try to create an opportunity, and you know, I have a studio now, a space where I can really tap into creativity. You know?
I'll show you a thing personally, I don't know the I personally, but I'm proud of the I because
cool, no, man.
I know your journey a little bit. Me remember when me interview your yard, you're there, right?
Yard, yes, sir.
I remember when you just come a foreign brethren and all them things there, and it's like me just sit there, stop push regardless, and I admire them things there, brethren, and for all young youth. And I say a young youth because you're probably around the same age of my youth. Them, so me I say. Yeah, man.
So I turn 33 next month, you know.
Well, see, my son
in a March.
My son at 31. My older one at 31. Cool, you know? Yeah. So, I love them things, brethren. I love that. And, man. Yo, don't stop the way I do, man. I see this podcast thing,
Yes.
Don't stop it. Because, you see, even if you don't initially, you not get that something that like I said, that support there.
Yeah, man.
Don't stop, man.
Don't tell you stop, man. I saw man. I cherish, man. I not stop, man.
Real quick.
Really into.
When I just took over Zion Ines Radio, right? And I run it, bridging. More time, I tell you 5. You see, Pam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are listening. You see, when I start get like 20, 25. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You see when it go up to, you see when meet all 100 brethren, you know, I know we are average over 20,000 listeners.
Cool, man.
You see what I say? So, yeah, man, it's time and patience and loving what you do.
And dedication, you know?
Dedication.
But what more you do before we go is, you can, let them know like how them can be a part of your program as well. Because you know enough other artists and entertainers within our country need these kind of platforms and gateways to kind of go through and share them Them artwork. So how everybody can get to you who is interested to be also interviewed by you, be on your program and also get some exposure. Or them can the best way them can get to you.
All right, best way. Okay, on the social network, Selecta Jammy. Facebook is Lecta space Jammy. Right, and on Instagram is at Selecta_Jammy. Right?
Cool, man.
For email, you can send me your music, and one of the good things I like is send your music, bio and photos. So if we do an interview, we just have everything set to pedgraham1, and that's PEDGRAHAM and the number 1 at gmail.com.
Cool, man. Much respect, Jammy. Much
Yes.
respect. And I have one last thing before we end the program. If there was one thing, say you had one choice, one option, what would you change right now that you would think would make Jamaica a better Jamaica? That one thing, just one option. What would you change? What would you?
That would make Jamaica a better place?
Yeah, just one step to that direction. What you think would be a good change or a fix?
Decrease the import and things that we produce. Right? Why? If you decrease, when you import, you're stifling your farmers and your people in your country who are produce that thing that you're bringing in unnecessary competition. And then when you look at bigger markets outside there, they compete with you where you can't really survive. So you have to decrease the import from outside so you within your country can use what you have and sustain yourself. And in long term, that's where you start grow because you not spend as much.
Well, we income now go out of the country. It's staying within and
staying within the country, right? And then people within the country are also able to survive more. You're making a living for a larger percentage of people now. So that means bring more people in the pot.
See, there you go. I want to thank you again, Jammy. I tell you, as I say, me need you to do a lot, as much as we can get, because clearly you can see there's so much knowledge and so much, positive opinion, and we need this. We need that kind of energy in the culture. So I just want to thank you again for being a part of the Land of My Bird podcast. And everybody, stay tuned. We have a lot more at Jammy, and we have a lot more amazing Jamaicans that we country create. We're bad out there. We're not out there. We're big out there. We just figure it out, and we are going to figure it out together as a collective. Thank you again, Jammy.
And it's an honor, man, if you reach out to me. Trust me. No, man, I'll tell you, man, my humble brethren. Me not lying, man. It's an honor, man. We feel good.
Cool,
man. Man.
One Jamaica, you know what I mean?
Yeah, one Jamaica, one love. Respect. Yeah, sir?
Yes, Jammy. Bless up.
Blessings.
Yeah, I'm born poor and it's so sad. Had to learn to be a man without a proper dad. Mama always try her best with whatever she have. She really never want none of it bad. This messing up me head, this really hit me met. The whole man them teach we say the other side fit dead. So we give them copper lead. So much blood we shed, but now me looking back, we've been only killing ourselves. This no normal. None of this no normal, no. We did so good when we in school. I know I'm me a cause your funeral. None of this no normal. This can't normal, no. So much gun we have a shoot. A kill of promising ghetto youths. Yeah. What if when me scam and make enough million?